Hello guys, this is John from Just Off of Work, and we are going to be somewhat picking up from where we left off last time. The reason why I say somewhat is because I have been grinding like I originally intended. If you look up in the top right, you can see caps. I now have 7,800. My damage is now increased. I did level up a couple of times, and I increased the damage on my weapons for both energy and normal. And as you can see, these are my spoils. So if I ever need to actually sell some stuff, I now have some stuff to sell. The only thing I now need to go do is just prepare my armor. And I might actually show you guys where I've been grinding, just in case anybody's interested, in the little rotation that I found. It's not the best, I'm not gonna lie, but it's what I found.
So, you're back. Now, where did we leave off?
With you repairing more of my stuff. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're not gonna repair my plasma rifle. So I'm not gonna guarantee that anybody's spawning there right now, but what I found is that, you know, sometime in the morning between 6 and 7 a.m. these people start spawning in this rotation. I did not find a rhyme or reason on when or where they spawn. As you can see, there's still gonna be dead bodies littered around from where I had gone and have been killing people, but I go from that camp. I physically walk over this mountain, which heads towards the Brock Flower Cave, like over in this area. That's the Brock Flower Cave mountain right there. But you can see that there's dead bodies in this little crevice. Then I come up over this mountain because this is the pathway that they walk on. And then I take a big look around the area. We can see that there's NCR troops, but there's no actual legions to fight. And the reason why I'm zooming in is because they'd be glowing red if they were there. And then from here, I transfer over to this fort, which is Fort Charlie, or Fort Alpha, or whatever it is. Where is this? Fort Echo. Wow, I was completely off. And then we head right out of here, and then we look down, and you can see that there's enemies that spawn. Right over there, there's usually like 3 or 4. Occasionally I see one that pops up over here. There are fire geckos that I found in this area, and they hurt. But let's go kill this guy just because we're over here and we see him. You should see me in just a second. One thing I will say is that I've been having a lot of issues with glitching with aiming and hit detection and everything on here. I even had a couple times where I try using VATS and oh look, it's gonna do it right now. I don't know what causes this, but then I just kind of have to sit here and wait, and eventually it comes out of VATS and nothing happens. So something is broken with VATS. But when they start running, they usually, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna find it right now, but they usually ditch a weapon, I found, when they start running like that. So occasionally you can find an extra gun on the ground, which can be useful, I guess. Okay, so I want to go back to Novak because I do want to start this episode relatively at full health. And when I came back here, I actually had more stuff that I didn't deposit in that trunk, but, you know, if I came back here and I happen to see, like, a trader or whatnot right at the front gate, I just sold everything to him and then just immediately went back to grinding. And if you're wondering how long it took me to do all that, unfortunately it took me quite a bit. I would probably have to say 4 hours of grinding. So, your discretion is advised on whether or not you actually want to do that much. Okay. We're gonna put away the machete and the plasma grenade. And you. And then Scroll bits. Boot fruit, night stalker tail. I'm gonna put away 4 of these. Picked up more ammo cartridges, huh? Once I get around to actually being able to fix ammo, I actually have a lot. Or at least it felt like I had a lot. Yeah, I mean, I have quite a bit. Alrighty. So what mission are we actually on? Come fly with me. That's right, we were going to the Repconn base. You're doing it for Manny. Is my caravan shotgun? There it is. And after all this time, we still haven't found a shovel, but we found several grave sites. I'd hate to say it, but I might actually have to look up where you can get a shovel from. Here, let's go ahead and hard save right here. Start off this actual session with a hard save. Yeah, the Centurion helmet, so why am I being radiated? So as it turns out, when you have on the armor, that's when you're disguised, quote unquote disguised, as someone, so I'm technically disguised as NCR right now. When you have on the helmet, it doesn't really matter, so that's why I'm able to wear the Legion Centurion helmet. Anybody hiding behind the billboard? This looks like a great ambush spot, doesn't it? See if we can find microfusion cells. Rebarb Club. Oh wow, that actually has a lot of value to it too. Now, if I remember correctly, Rebarb Club. That's something that's used by super mutants in this game, right? Okay. We should start picking up more. Oh, it specifically said mine box. I was gonna say. Should start picking up more junk though. I have a feeling it's gonna be coming in handy. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Damn it. Frag grenades. As corny as it may sound, is this an actual site that I'm at right here? No, it's not. When we get to the next building, I'm probably gonna... when we get to the next area and I actually unlock a thing for it, I think I'm gonna fast travel back and drop off everything down to the right. Why does that never work the way I want that to? I see a bunch of ghouls. There's a weird glitch. Gain karma. What? Why am I karma killing these people. A recharge pistol. The hell's a recharge pistol? I see. So it's just infinite ammo? Weird. Okay. So we unlocked this area, so let's do the dorky thing and fast travel back and deposit all my miscellaneous crap that I just picked up. Might even be able to sell some stuff to you.
Hey there, need anything?
What's kind of funny... Oh, nope, it already went away. I was gonna say, what's kind of funny is a lot of the times I was going in here, and it was still showing all the items I gave them. Alright, tri-beam laser rifle focus optics. I'm not sure what that is. Plasma def high cap terminal. Oh wait, do I have that? High energy ionizer, yes I do. Hunting revolver. I've been picking these free ones up as we go, because I'm assuming that I'll be able to use them eventually. Okay. You don't need that. I'm never going to use grenades. I almost blew myself up in the beginning of the game with them, so you can take those. Rebarb club. I only picked it up because it showed it had some value to it. Okay. Let me go put the miscellaneous away. There's Manny. I won't do this every time, so don't worry. It's not like I'm going to get into the habit of constantly running out, poking a couple things, and then running back. Here, that'll be the only time I do it in this episode. I'll make that promise. But I do think I should get into a better habit of actually grabbing stuff as we go. Alright, let's walk right up the front. Oh, I didn't put away the handgun, did I? Oh well. There's one. And apparently I gained karma by killing these guys, so... And he has another recharge pistol. And another rebarb club and a stealth boy. So do all of these guys over here have recharge pistols? Bright Brotherhood robe. Wait. You're no longer dressed as a member of the NCR. Okay, I don't think they meant Brotherhood of Steel. That's where my mind immediately went, but I don't think that's what they actually meant. Okay.
Hey! Over here! Are you listening?
No.
Go to the big room on the east side of this building and take the metal staircase all the way up. And hurry.
Where are you located?
Like I said, find the metal staircase in the big room on the east side of the building. It's where they used to make rockets.
Sure.
Stop wasting time.
hell is this? Oh. And I was right.
You're mine.
So we have a door to the left and a door to the right. We also have a vending machine. Nice shot. I'm assuming both sides lead up to a staircase. There's the door behind the office. Plasma Defender, yeah. 26 damage, no shit. Okay. Actually seems pretty good. Where are you? I was gonna say if he falls off, I'm not going after it.
So,
Empty box, empty box, empty box. Empty tool cabinet. Bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Metal scrap. Okay. So we know that the old Repconn building has some goodies in it if we ever need. I'm not gonna risk falling down that hole right now. You guys hiding in here? No? You guys hiding? I hear you.
keep looking.
Okay. Oh, cabinet. 60 bottle caps. Wow. Not easy. I'm sure you can find a key somewhere, but microfusion cell, microfusion cell.
Come on. It's over.
Okay.
I've got nothing.
You got nothing.
Fine by me.
Well, I mean, you have a 10mm, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so this is what comes out from behind the desk. Let's just unlock it just to have it unlocked. Just to the right. Tool cabinet empty. The cigarettes. No terminals in this game actually work. And this is the hallway that we were originally starting our plan on before we crossed over. Actually drink a couple of you. And then once we loot this guy, we're gonna combine some stuff. Otherwise, we're gonna start backing ourselves up. There you go. Okay, we have a right and a left. Left has baddies.
All right.
You made them fly. I don't understand why there's a weird glitch when I zoom in. When I first zoom in and then I try to shoot, it doesn't let me. I don't understand what's going on there. Broken staircase, that's a staircase leading down. I feel like I can easily get lost in this building. Scrap metal. This has to be close to the beginning. It is, okay. So going through here. Oh, this is the door I opened and I said I didn't want to fall down. That's what this is. Okay, and that's the staircase I just went down. That's the broken staircase. Okay, I see an extra room downstairs. Or a hallway or whatever. That leads Repconn test site. Not really worried about that right now. Let's go back upstairs. So I have a door down over here. Leads into the room we were just in. Scrap electronics, I'm assuming is going to be useful later on, so we'll just pick at least one up. Empty syringe, that's cool. All of the cabinets are empty. So if we ever need junk, we can definitely come into the old Repconn building. Although I feel like I've said that about a lot of buildings in this game so far. Activate employee terminal. Public kitchen. Welcome to Robeco. Gibberish. Private server access. Okay. This is just lore. I don't really care about lore. No offense if any of you guys do. Alright. The enemy is through the wall somewhere. So these are cubicles in the center room. Where are you at? Where are you? That's what I'm saying. Alright, screw it. Just about to say he'll find us when he's good and ready. Okay. Another rebarb club. The door with blood splatter on it. Repconn basement.
All clear.
I if we're finding this many dead Night Stalkers or whatever the frick they want to call themselves, we're bound to be running into them eventually here. Oh, I did not mean to take mutilated organs. I thought it meant to search mutilated organs. I can go ahead and drop that now. So it looks like the Night Stalkers were trying to take over this base, and then they came in here and realized, hey, there's ghoulies living in here. That'd be my guess. Let's go upstairs first before we go in that door. Oh.
All right, Smoothskin. I'm letting you in. You better watch yourself. I'll sure as hell be watching you.
Okay, this is apparently where we had to be anyway.
God, but are you ugly? Get upstairs and talk to Jason before I throw up just from looking at you.
Hey, you're not a ghoul.
Your pranks won't work on me, Smoothskin. They won't work on Jason either.
Smooth skin, your skin looks pretty smooth to me.
Stop wasting my time, Smoothskin. Go waste Jason's.
Weird. Okay.
Hello, Wanderer. Please forgive us our humble surroundings. Our true home awaits us in the far beyond. Have you come to help us complete the great journey?
I'm here because feral ghouls have been wandering into Novak.
And they've been shooting them down like animals, haven't they? Those ghouls were members of my flock, even after the madness consumed their minds. We never let them wander free. We kept them safe on the first floor. We kept them contained. The demons must have let them out, somehow. And now they are lost forever, denied the salvation and healing glow of the far beyond. Please, Wanderer, bear in mind that every feral ghoul you spare now is one that we can save later. Once the way is clear, our feral brothers and sisters will accompany us on the great journey. If there are any left.
Tell me more about these demons.
The demons appeared from nowhere. Except it might be more accurate to say they never actually appeared at all. The demons are invisible. Where one of them stands, the most one sees is the air shimmering, like sunlight on water. They set upon us as we were on our way to worship one morning. We had just entered the basement. My flock fought bravely and killed a few, but at such cost. Nearly half of us died or went missing. The rest of us retreated up here. One of the demons raved at us, but they have not tried to attack us since. Still, their demonic presence brought all progress towards the great journey to a standstill. But now you have come. Once again, the Creator has sent a human to help us across a seemingly insurmountable obstacle.
You say one of the demons raved at you. Who are you? What's the great journey? What is this far beyond? What's the deal with the human who let me in?
You're referring to Chris. I doubt you had much luck if you tried telling him that he's human. We had the same discussions when he first appeared, and the same lack of success. He believes he is one of us. Soon enough we realized that Chris was a gift from the Creator. He is integral to the success of the great journey. Yes, over the intercom. Threats of death should we step outside. Guarantees of safety should we stay locked away. It went on for hours, and did not always make sense. But that was the first day only. Since then, silence. Will you drive away the demons, Wanderer?
I'll take care of the demons for you.
Praise the Creator.
So they're in the
Bless
basement
you,
now.
Wanderer. Bless us all. As soon as the underground has been rid of demons, preparations for the great journey can resume.
Boy.
Hey,
Yeah, I have no interest in talking with you, bud. What does this do? 13 damage per second. That's kind of poopy. Alrighty. I'll do a hard save right here. Oh my luck, I'm gonna go get my ass kicked by a bunch of night skins, night walkers, whatever the fuck they called. I'm gonna pull my plasma pistol. Yeah, so they have to be these guys that they're talking about. What are they called? Nightkin. Nightkin. Okay.
Dark in here. If you want to use a scope, I can spot for you. Keep you on target.
So we already got big help knowing that they're going to be using stealth boys. So we have a left and we have a right. Let's go right. Jeez. The only thing I'm going to be getting off of them is rebarb clubs. Well, they sell for a bit. Not sure if I read the terminals or something I can figure out what's going on with the scientists that have gone mad.
I see you.
Yeah, I saw you too. Funny how we can see each other, huh? I was invisible as you thought you were. Two doors here. Let's continue on. Goodbye, big boy. Yeah, if I didn't do that leveling up, the grinding that I did, no way I was gonna be able to do this. Okay, we'll open this door because now we know where this one goes. Where does this go? Okay. As soon as I realized I went to a dead end, I kind of figured that this is what it was going to go to. Yeah, so once again, definitely a lot of scrap crap we can loot. Okay, that let us full circle. We have one down here. Let's go kill him. Peekaboo!
I see you.
Oh, he has a gun. Ow.
Can't run from me.
I barely saw the shimmer of the outline on that thing. Alright. Take the incinerator. So we have a jail. No doors over there. We have a doorway right there. It's the only doorway. Okay. More metal scrap. Oh, there's a door. It was just hidden behind the wall. That or I'm blind. Yeah. Used to open the jail. You're no longer well rested. Wonder glue. We have nobody in the jail, huh? Fission batteries. Cool prisoner. So the bright robes are the ones for Ding Dong upstairs, Jason. Okay. There's a lot of scrap down here. So if we ever actually need scrap metal or find out what we're going to be using scrap metal for, we can always come back and Repconn building. Okay, so we're done over here. I have to be close to my weight. 161 out of 60. 2 ton, I mean. Okay, so we explored the right side. Now we're gonna go left. Let's knock over all those, just because. Damn Nightkin. So we have first door.
Antler says you are the one killing my kin. Antler says you must die.
All mine.
So I'm assuming if I came in here with a different approach, and I didn't actually kill his people first. Good chance I probably could have been friends with them, but what's done is done, and I don't really care. There's Antler. 70 bottle caps. Actually kinda made that pretty well worth it. You had me at secret passage. Okay. There's a lot to this. So let's head back first and look at this hallway before we actually go downstairs.
those things out there? Who the hell are you?
I'm exploring, that's all. What about you?
Maybe you noticed a bunch of invisible monsters out there. I've been in here, trying not to get dead.
What can you tell me about the creatures out there? How did you end up trapped down here?
First off, I'm not trapped. This was a tactical choice, alright? I'm no match for those things out there. So I found a good defensive position, and I've been defending it, right? Oh, who am I fooling? I'm trapped. Name's Harlan. Pleased to meet you. What happened was, I was escorting folks down to work when those things attacked us. Most of the fight was upstairs, but some folks panicked and made for the basement, and I went after them. Well, turns out there were even more of those bastards down here than upstairs, and things went to shit fast. I couldn't find the others, so I fell back to this room, set up a nice little kill zone. End of story.
You don't look like the other ghouls from Bright's group.
Guess the outfit gives that away, huh? I never did buy into that religious mumbo-jumbo with the robes and all that shit. It gets lonely out in the wastes, okay? And I don't have to tell you that Bright's group has got some fine-looking ghoulettes in it. Huh? Or maybe I would have to tell you. Anyway, I helped them out, and they kept me supplied with ammo.
Good for you.
Pleasant company.
Looks like I have to kill you. How have you survived? How can I help you get out of this room?
Huh. Well, you're polite. I'll give you that. If this was just between you and me, I'd do as you ask. But it's not. I had a friend with me when those mutant bastards came out of nowheres. She panicked and ran the wrong direction. Further into the basement. She's probably dead. But I ain't leaving until I know for sure. I'd have gone looking myself, except I wouldn't last a minute out there. You, on the other hand, seem pretty resourceful. Find my friend, and I'll get out of your way.
I did find her, unfortunately.
I see. Spare me the details.
She was the one in the jail.
Goddamn. She had the yellowest smile. You did your part, so I'll do mine. Go ahead and root around up here if you want. I'm going to make a break for topside.
You know, it's just rude. Oh, look. I assume there's gonna be more up here, but looks like I was 308, 308, 308. Ooh. And some jet. Okay. Jeez. Okay. She's getting beaten around by freaking bombs. Now let's go down into the basement. What do we have down here? I have a feeling there's gonna be more of these douchebags down here. Hello? Invisible douchebags. I've come to clean up. Radioactive. Reloading bench. Break down scrap metal to lead. 200. Oh. I see. So now I have lead. Powder rifle. Oh, I need a bunch of other stuff just to be able to reload them. I never actually paid attention. Alright, that looks... Workbench. I can't do anything. My science and everything is still too low, so... Spacesuit. Spacesuit helmet. No shit. Okie dokie. And cool. Where does this lead? I'm not gonna go up, but I'm just curious. Climb the Hobby Wasteland. Okay. Alright. That was it. I thought there was gonna be more people down here, but apparently not. Goodbye, Davidson. Well, we did the Repconn building. I don't really know how I feel about the Repconn building, but we did it. If I remember correctly, these people just blow up, don't they? Alright. We're finally back upstairs. Let's go talk to JC Poo.
Hey,
Yo.
is the way clear?
Yep. The demons are gone.
Praise the Creator, and bless you, Wanderer. The way is clear. I will lead my flock through the basement to the sacred site. I hope you will come find us there, Wanderer. There is much to be done.
How did the Repconn best? Okay. Yeah, one of those too. That's when there's a raw egg. Jeez, these guys run fast. Huh? Okay. And now that door's mysteriously closed again, huh?
I waited to speak with you one last time before I descended to the launch pad, Wanderer. I want you to know that we will remember for all eternity how you delivered us to the threshold of the Great Journey. Our preparations are nearly complete, but the rockets that will carry us to salvation are yet missing vital components.
Okay.
If you would still help us, Wanderer, speak to Chris. He can tell you what is missing. There is no way that we can thank you enough, Wanderer. Your arrival here was a blessing. We will remember you always.
What's the Great Journey?
We wish to escape the barbarity of the wasteland, especially the violence and bigotry of its human inhabitants. The Creator has promised to my flock a new land, a place of safety and healing, a paradise in the far beyond. Preparations for the Great Journey were nearly complete when the demons appeared.
Why don't you just admit you want to shoot yourself into space?
Yes, the rockets will convey us to our promised land in the far beyond. Vision upon vision has confirmed it.
These rockets will convey you and your flock straight into the ground. What is this far beyond? Let's talk about Chris.
I understand your concerns, friend, and I thank you for voicing them. But the Creator's will for us has been made manifest. I have glimpsed it only in visions, Wanderer, but what I have seen is truly miraculous. It is a place of light and healing, and I know in my soul that my flock will be safe there. After all that you have done for us, I suppose you deserve to know everything. When Chris came to us, we tried to convince him that he was human, but this only angered him. He seemed lost.
Okay.
We decided to let him stay with us for a few days, over the course of which we learned that his technical skills far surpassed our own. It became clear that the Creator had sent him to us, to ensure the success of the Great Journey. Equally clear was that Chris should labor in blessed ignorance of his humanity, and his inability to make the journey himself. It is no coincidence that two humans have been vital to the success of the Great Journey. It is my belief that the Creator sent you and Chris to expiate the sins of your kind against mine. You are redeemers both.
So you're going to leave Chris behind?
Such is the Creator's will. Vision upon vision has shown me that were Chris to accompany us, he would die in minutes. The radiation around the launch pad alone would kill Chris in minutes. The radioactivity of the far beyond is much stronger.
Well, it's none of my business. Wow, you really pulled the wool over his eyes. You've been using Chris. It's despicable.
Chris shall be declared the saint of the Great Journey before we depart. I hope this will ease his sadness. There is no way that we can thank you enough, Wanderer. Your arrival here was a blessing. We will remember you always.
Okay.
Hey, Jason says that I am to cooperate with you on the final tasks necessary to launch the Great Journey.
So the Great Journey will use these rockets? How can I help?
I was close to
I don't feel like
completing
talking
work
to
on
him
the rockets before we were driven into hiding on the top floor. 2 components were missing. A quantity of isotope 239 igniting agent, and a set of thrust control modules. The igniting agent is highly radioactive and decays quickly. That's why we can't use the drums that leak down on the launch pad. It's no longer potent enough. I need you to find an intact, shielded container of the igniting agent. As for the thrust control modules, they were custom built for these rockets. They won't even launch without them.
I'll track down the igniting agent. I'll track down the thrust control modules.
All right. Anything else? Repconn has been ransacked so many times by scavengers, it's hard to know where the components might turn up. If they turn up. Jason has mentioned some industrial ruins to the east that are supposed to be highly radioactive. Scavengers wouldn't know the value of the modules just by looking at them. If you know any junk dealers in the area, I'd start there.
Okay. And that's why they have this here, so that we can get in and out of this building a lot faster. Where the frick? Okay, so that's the front of the building. That's the road we came down, and if we go left instead, there's the little hidey hole. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna be ending it here. So we're gonna go back to Novak, just like I said. Oh, it looks like I can probably go knock this one out real quick. Hang on. Let's see if she actually has it.
So, you're back. Now, where did we leave off?
First of all,
Happy to do it.
looks cleaner. Plasma rifle mag accelerator. Increase the speed of plasma projectile. I want it. I'm not gonna sell that. Low light vision. Dirty water. Human flesh. What the fuck did I get that from? Mentats. Cola. Scotch. Wine. The bumper sword. Incinerator. Psh, it's broken. Laser RCW. You know, I'm never gonna use it.
Thanks.
Do you have thrust control modules from Repconn in stock?
As it so happens, I do have some thrust modules, but they're expensive. 500 caps worth of expensive.
Alright, so I could probably save some caps if I level up and increase my barter to 50.
Certainly did. Hubby and me had an old rad meter to help us tell the difference between what you could salvage and what'd kill you. I kept a glowing container from Repconn around here for years, serving no better purpose than a nightlight. Damn thing wouldn't sell. Then along comes the most peculiar-looking fellow, all decked out in a yellow radiation suit, of which he was proud all out of proportion. The man outright asked if I had anything radioactive for sale. Imagine that. But he paid handsome for that jar of goop. Only saw him that once. He said something about heading over to Clark Field to put his suit through its paces. A strange one he was.
Okay. So we need to increase our barter by 5, so that means we're gonna have to level up. Which is probably something that I'll end up doing off camera just by doing a little bit more grinding. So at least now we have some headway on where we're gonna be picking up in the next episode. But I do thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, definitely like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.